Hi everyone and welcome back to TS Talks. Hope you're doing good, keeping safe. Now in this one, I'm just talking about Dominic Cummings. Now, this particular person, he was an advisor to Boris, who chose to break the lockdown rules earlier in the year, which caused, basically majority of the public to justify themselves not following the rules, which, some people may say sheepish, but at the end of the day, people will say if the rule makers are the rule breakers, the everyday individual will then choose not to follow the rules, and it's a justified point. But the reason I'm speaking about him is, he's reportedly got a 40k pay rise, raising his wage to around 140k a year. Now, there's many people that's outraged to this, and I think one of the key reasons as to this is, the fact that, many public sector workers, including those essential care workers who, the public were clapping for every Thursday at 8 o'clock for quite some period of time. All these people, have been hit with pay freezes from this government. And to add insult to the wounds, this is, been notified at, the end of, has been a very tragic year for many people. In many videos I've mentioned, the amount of people that, they've lost their jobs, and, it's how it's affected their livelihoods, affected many people's mental health, even things like furlough, how, it can mess up with people's daily routines. If someone's so used to going to work, I don't know, Monday to Friday in retail, and now it's like, okay, I'm still getting paid, but I'm staying at home, not being paid my full salary. It can encourage certain people to pick up bad habits and stuff. But whilst everyone's, losing jobs and pay freezes here and here, this guy's getting a pay rise for breaking rules. And, in my opinion, not just my opinion, but I think many people's opinion is that, the reason for this pay rise is, to kind of keep him hush and, clearly in Boris's pocket, meaning that, there's a lot of stuff he must have on Boris, and, is probably very damaging if it was to come out. And this is, everyone knows that politics is disgusting and it's dirty, and, this is an example of it. Obviously, certain parts of the media won't portray it as that, because they're being kept in the pockets of the government as well. And if they start putting across certain stories, certain pressure will be put on them from various government advisors. You look at Good Morning Britain as an example, when they're putting serious questions on members of the government during the original national lockdown, they boycotted them for more or less more than half the year. So it goes to show you what these people are like. But as someone that doesn't really pay too much attention to it, I saw the Prime Minister questions the other day where Keir Starmer, brought this up and said, like, how can you justify it? And, Boris couldn't. He just, done his usual or waffle and, deflected from the question, which for me was enough to see that, what I've just said is clearly what it is, and you haven't got an answer for it, and that's it. So for me, I think it's absolutely disgusting. It's bang out of order. But sadly it's just the world we live in, and things like this happen. Don't get me wrong, there's things like this of people being paid off for things, not just in government but in various other places. But it's like when people like this are putting rules in place meant to be for national safety and security, and there's deadly virus and whatnot, and it's like, well, you can get praised for breaking the rules. It's a bit bang out of order. So that's my thoughts on it all. I'd be grateful to get your thoughts on it in the comment section below, and if you haven't already done so, go hit that subscribe button now, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.